What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing. I just finished up watching Artur Beterbiev versus Callum Smith, and this was a 12-rounder for the unified WBC, WBO, and IBF Light Heavyweight World Championship. And this fight was Saturday, January 13th, from the Centre Videotron in Quebec City, Quebec, Canada. And this fight was broadcasted on ESPN. And in this fight, Artur Beterbiev was able to get a very impressive 7th round stoppage victory over Callum Smith. The way he finished this fight was very, very impressive. Leading up to the stoppage, I know a lot of people, I saw online, a lot of people had Beterbiev winning almost every single round. I didn't think that way. I thought this fight was pretty even when it came to each individual round. And I had it 57-57 leading up to the stoppage. But just to break down that scorecard and the fight overall, the first round, Beterbiev was starting out very nicely, going out there pressing Smith very hard at the beginning and the end of that round. Then in the second, this was a pretty tight round. I gave it to Callum Smith. Both had some solid shots and solid work overall, but Smith was doing, I thought, better putting shots together. Then in the third round, Beterbiev was just closing very well in that round, so I gave it to him. Round number 4, though, Smith was kind of getting battered with some huge combinations, so it was a good round for Beterbiev. But then round number 5, Beterbiev had some decent right hands late, but predominantly in that entire round, Callum Smith was the one that was landing, placing the better combinations, and overall I just thought had the better work. But then in round 6, I thought it was more of the same. Beterbiev had some decent shots and was kind of getting hyped up by the commentators when he would land them, but it was only few and far between in those 2 rounds, and Callum Smith overall had more of the better work, I would say, and was definitely much more active. But then around number 7, Smith, when he was going forward, he got, when Smith was going forward, he got caught with a check hook. It was sort of on like the temple area, got wobbled pretty badly, started getting battered, and then got dropped in the ropes with some combinations. He got back up again, was getting battered on the ropes, trying to fight back with a big shot, and then he just sort of crumbled down to the canvas. And then his cornerman, Buddy McGirt, stepped in the ring to have the fight stopped. So this goes into question, what is next for Artur Beterbiev? And that is one man and one man only, and it will probably be in Saudi Arabia. And it will most likely be against Dimitri Bivol for the undisputed light heavyweight championship. But as for Callum Smith losing here for the second time in his career, this is a tough loss for him. It's his first ever stoppage loss. He got dropped for the first time in this fight as well. For him, I think he's going to have to bounce back, kind of like he did after Canelo, get a few wins, maybe win an eliminator or something like that. But for Smith, I wouldn't mind seeing him against someone who's top 15 at light heavyweight next to build himself back up. So overall, Artur Beterbiev breaks down Callum Smith, ultimately stopping him in the 7th round to remain unbeaten now at 20-0 with 20 knockouts. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.